Hello, and welcome back to TBH Games. My name is Brendan, and today we're looking at some Sharpshooter gameplay on Radiation. And since we haven't had any wager matches before, let me run through it. Sharpshooter, by the way, is absolutely my favorite so far. I just like how random it is. I mean, you go in there with some sort of game plan, but it's more of a map game plan than what you have in your hand, because you know, where in gun game, it doesn't really matter what map you're on because you know exactly what you're going to do. One in the chamber is like my least favorite. It just turns into who's the worst shot and then knife circles, which, funny to watch. I don't want to get in that. And what else we got? Sticks and Stones, which is entertaining, but no, Sharpshooter's my baby. And the thing I like about it is you have no idea what to do. Now, I usually don't like Sharpshooter on this map because out of the 6 people that are in the game, it's like the game has decided that like all 5 of you have to spawn in this building. And actually it happens in this match a few times where I just can't get outside. But this ends up being a pretty good match, I should say. I do have a good number of deaths, but you'll see why I kind of wanted to put this one up. And what you're seeing right now is part of it. In Sharpshooter, not all kills are the same. And that's an important thing to remember. It does not matter if you have a 10.0 kill death. Although, if you have a 10.0 kill death, you're probably going to win anyway. But it matters how you get your kills and when you get your kills. Put it this way. That streak that just ended before, I had my 2x multiplier going, which means I had a 4 kill streak and then kept it going. Each of those kills gave me 200 points, which, if you want to think about it this way, is like 8 knife kills. So all kills are not equal, and because of that, you want to limit your deaths. You can get away with a lot of deaths in other wager matches because there's a way to counter that. You know, gun game, if you start dying a lot, you can start knifing other people and backing them up in the progression, but there's no luxury like that in here. So limiting your death and doing what I'm doing right here, obviously you're going to call it camping, and that's fine because it kind of is. But the idea of holding down your spots and limiting your variables is crucial. I mean, if you can control the... right here is... I love dual pythons in the game, but I can't even... I don't know what's happening. And here's what I was talking about before. It feels like everybody has to spawn in here, so I think I'm going to die twice here. Pretty stupid deaths, or maybe later. But back to my point. Limiting deaths is crucial. Right here I'm on 13-3, and like I said, I believe the final score is 21-9, which you can tell there's some deaths coming up. But, oh, and by the way, you might have already seen it in some of my other gameplay, but I use the tac setup, and because of that, I cannot knife to save my life. I literally, if I knife you, I probably headbutted your chest and then knifed you, which is just embarrassing for everybody involved. And it's kind of sucky because there is still a lunge in the game. They did patch it a bit. They nerfed it back just a little bit, but it's definitely still there. I don't know why I was shooting that far, but I can't knife anybody, and I think I get this guy and set up again. Or no, I start dying again. But the point is, because of the streaks that I've already had, and I have another one to finish out the round, not all kills are the same. And if you do that, you have this built-in space where you can kind of screw up a bit, like I'm doing right now. But the final score, which I've already said my final kill death is 21-9, but that doesn't really tell you the story. And right there, I probably should have knifed him, but the story of the game is my 2x multiplier, which is kills the points that I got when I had a 2x multiplier, which means, other than the final round, which itself is a 2x multiplier, is anything that I had a 4-kill streak or more going. That score was higher than the second place person's total score. And again, 21-9 is not this gigantic thing that it's hard to do in wager matches, but that 21-9 was 2 gigantic streaks. And the point is, limit your deaths, get on those streaks, and it really doesn't matter, because if you start getting into those multipliers, you can die as much as you want. I think now that I have the M16, I go back right to the spot that I had been sitting in before, and you can control the engagement from here. It's just check left, bump out, check right, and as long as no one is rushing you too hard, as long as people don't go, oh, that guy's still over there, you can set up here. And I think I get yet another multiplier, and of course, if you get a ×2 multiplier in the last round, it's actually kind of like a ×4 multiplier. So each of these kills is what would that be, 16 knife kills in regular rounds? So it's just absurd. So yeah, 21-9, and as you can see once I pop the scoreboard up, my ×2 multiplier is well above second place's total. So thanks for watching. Maybe give us a comment, like, maybe subscribe. All right, thanks guys. See you.